Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to FTB Beyond. That's right, folks, we're back in our single-player modded world, doing some modded Minecraft, doing all the crazy and cool things. Yesterday, we built this woot farm. First things first, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. I hope that you guys have great days. All you kids out there, make sure that your moms get good days today. It's the least that we can do for the women that took such good care of us all through our lives, and you know, it's just the right thing to do, right? Today we're going to do some cool stuff. Me and my kids are going to do some nice stuff for my wife, and hopefully she enjoys the day that we have planned for her, and I hope that you guys have the same thing. But anyway, yesterday we did this woot farm, right? Yesterday we built this thing, upgraded our two tier one woot farms, and made the whole shooting match, the whole tier 4 thing. I added a few upgrades that I had on the tier 1. So we've got a looting upgrade here, we've got an efficiency upgrade, and we've got a mass upgrade. So obviously looting gets it so that we get more of the loot that we want. The efficiency gives us better efficiency on how on the power that's used, and the the mass upgrade. The mass upgrade gives us more quantity of mobs that it's capable of spawning. One thing I want to clear up is I think it was C. Scott Play. If I got the name right, I'm very grateful for that. If I got it wrong, I apologize. But I think it was C. Scott Play who mentioned something about the mob grinder from Draconic Evolution, which is very cool. I've seen people use that before, and it is a very awesome thing, and it does a very good job of killing withers. This right here, though, this is a very low impact thing for servers, right? It doesn't cause a problem on a server because it doesn't actually spawn the mob. We don't actually have to kill anything. The controller block tells you which mob it's gonna generate. So right there, up in the tooltip there at the top, it says that it's going to generate withers, and then down here it says what the progress is and how often it's going to spawn and everything like that. But this mob factory spawner grinder, this is where all of the stuff takes place, and then you get stuff that looks like that. I don't think we're going to be hurting for nether stars anytime soon. This thing is absolutely full, and so we have to do something about this. We got to have a way to access these nether stars from our ME system, as well as a bunch of other stuff. You know, we've never done anything over there with the farm. We've never tidied that up so that we have access to it from our ME system. We have our tree farm and our sugarcane farm down there. We gotta upgrade that a little bit because it is not currently tied into the ME system. It was tied into the old system with the from Ender.io, the old inventory system, but it is not tied into this. We got to do something with our mob spawner down there for Endermen and blazes and such, and get all of that loot in there. Plus, we got some stuff in the Nether that we got to get brought back here to the overworld. And so what we're going to do for that is we're actually going to do ender chests, and we're going to need a boatload of them. I want to say, how many did I count? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to need like 20. We're going to need like 20 ender chests. 16, at least 19, right? And I'm doing that because I want to make sure that I have an ender chest for each of the items that I'm getting in bulk, like ender pearls, like wither skeleton skulls, like blaze rods, things like that, and obviously nether stars. So what I want to do first is I want to set up a pattern for this. So let's go ahead and look at ender chests. You've got your conventional vanilla Minecraft ender chest. That one doesn't help us very much because that's just one, right? It's only one ender chest, and you can, whatever you put in it, that's what you get, and so forth. What we want is we want the EnderStorage ender chest. These are cool because these you can make different channels, right? So you can have different channels on the top of it, so that you can make a bunch of ender chests and give them an ID, and then control what kind of stuff goes into them. We're going to start off with the basic just white wool one. And I want to go ahead and, like I said, I want to go ahead and make a pattern for that, because right now I can only make one, maybe two. Yeah, I can only make one because I don't have enough blaze rods in the system, right? What I need to do is I need to go down here to the blaze farm and get more blaze rods, because that's what's causing the problem. We don't have enough blaze rods, and so I think that's going to be the first one that we're going to go ahead and kind of clear up, kind of get tied into the ME system. So let's go ahead and do that on camera together. And then I'm going to cut away and I'm going to do a bunch more ender chests, and we'll take a tour around and I'll show you what I've done with those so that you can kind of get an idea. Where did that pattern go? There it is. Okay, so let's put the pattern in here so that we can access it. Yep, that'll work. So there's that. Now we can come in here and we can type in ender chest. Oops, stupid R button. Ender, there we go. Ender chest right here. So let's go ahead and make, we need 2 per. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and make the first one. I'm going to go ahead and tell it to make up 11. That way we got the one in our inventory, plus we'll have another one for the other end, and we'll have 5 pairs, right? So let's go ahead and tell it to make those. Shouldn't take very long to make those. There we go. All right, cool. So now we got a bunch of these, and we're going to go ahead and set up some stuff in the back here. As you can see, I cleaned out a bunch of stuff. The old inventory system, the old inventory system is gone. And so what I think we're going to do is I think we're actually going to utilize this space where the old inventory system was, and we're going to use that for the new ender chest specific inventory management file transfer item transfer system. So I want to put an ender chest here, okay? And I picked a color for blaze rods. I want my blaze rods to be cyan. I want the first channel on there to be cyan. So let's go get some cyan dye from over here at the Botania farm, and we'll go ahead and set this up so that we have the channel the way that we want it, and then I'll show you how we're going to manage this. Right? We're going to do a few different things with this. So where's my cyan? That's mystical light blue. Do I not have cyan? Is cyan the one that I don't have? Cyan is the one that I don't have. That's perfect. That's great. How can I make cyan dye? Cyan dye, that would be this stuff right here. So it's going to be blue and green. All right, so let's get a piece of blue. That would be, nope, that's light blue. A piece of blue and a piece of green. And we need our little bowl, pestle and mortar, right? So we take that, and that gives us that, and that gives us that. And then this together should give us cyan. And we get 2 of them. Perfect, because that's exactly what I need. Sweet. I'll keep that pestle and mortar in my inventory because I'm going to need it for some other stuff. Anyway, come back over here. And let's change the color. Let's change the channel of this thing, right? So we'll just do this. And we just take this, and you get right up here. You get right on top of each one of these. You can change the colors of, and you just make it blue, right? Normally, you can also put a diamond on here. These are public, right? So if you're playing on a server, whenever you make one of these ender chests, it is public. So if you want it to be private, you have to hit the latch here with a diamond, and that locks it to you as the player. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to come down here, and we're going to take this. What we've got here is we've got a spawner down here for Enderman. We've got a spawner down here for blazes. I think I'm going to add another one in there for something else. I just haven't decided which mob yet. But all of that stuff gets put back here, right? So what I want to do is I want to make it so that all of my blaze rods go to a specifically colored chest, right? So what I can do is I can come right out here in front, and I can use item conduits for this. So let's go ahead and make this the blue one. We can get our, oh, I didn't bring any item conduits. Let's go grab some. And it looks like it's going to be night, so we might want to sleep for just a second. But anyway, let's get some conduits, and let's get a filter, right? So conduit. There are item conduits right there. And we also have a filter. Cool. And we'll just show you how this process is going to work first and foremost. All right. And cool. So now we can put the conduit here. We can tell this that it's going to be an insert, right? But we only want it to insert a certain thing. So that thing's already programmed. Let's go ahead and just get one of these, right? And let's put the blaze rod in right there and clear the rest of these things out. And then we come over here and we tell this we want it to extract all the time, right? So now blaze rods are coming out of here, blaze rods are going in here, and if I go up to the base, if I go up here, I'm stuck under the bridge. There we go. So if I come up here now, this will show blaze rods. So this chest will always have blaze rods in it. We're going to take the rest of our chests and we're going to set those up in kind of an arrayed pattern, and then we're going to put channels behind it, and we're going to use, let's show you what we're going to use for this. We're going to use the EnderStorage bus. So storage bus, I have one of these prepared already, and I also have them set up to autocraft, right? But the EnderStorage bus allows you to have access to an external inventory. So if I go just like that and put that on there, and then get a channel over here to it, when I come over here to my ME system, I can access that and it'll show me how many blaze rods I have. I can use them in crafting recipes and everything, and this will be the only place that blaze rods are in my system. I don't know if I put a blaze rod in here, I don't know if it will actually I don't know if it'll actually go back to that chest. It may not. It may go to another storage device. We'll have to come up with a solution to that potential problem as the need arises. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start placing a bunch of chests all the way around at the different places that we want to have access to different inventories, and I'll come back to you with an update. Okay, so here we are. We've got ourselves a few things in place here. I've gotten, what, 6 chests here? Yeah, so this one here is potatoes, this one here is carrots, this one here is ender pearls, this one is blaze rods, this one is molten cores, and this one here is cactuses. I haven't done the woot farm yet, but that one will be coming here next. But what we want to do is we want to tie this in now to the ME system. So I ran a dense cable all the way over to here. So we're picking up 32 channels, right? And then coming off of here, I can pick up individual channels as well. So what I think we're going to do, actually, for right now, we can do this pretty simple. For right now, we can just go ahead and do this, right? And that will pick up this chest. This chest is full of blaze rods. So now if I come over here, we should have a metric butt ton of blaze rods available in our inventory. Oh, look at that. Sweet. I love it. Okay, I've made some more of these ME storage buses, so we'll just go ahead and plaster these on the back sides. Boom, 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 and boom. We'll attach the cables. Whoops, not like that. Boom, 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 and boom. And that everything should have a channel. Yes, device online, cool. So now we should see that there are cactuses over here, right? So cacti, C-A-C-T-U-S, perfect. Also carrots. C-A-R-R. Yep, we got lots of carrots. And then how about, what was, molten cores was the other one, right? Yeah, we're doing good. Okay, so we got all of those. Now, that's the same thing I'm going to do over there to the woot farm. We're going to go ahead and set that up too. Probably won't get to that one today because I am actually running out of time. But what we are going to do, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to finish up this thing that we started eons ago to make sure that we have food in our inventory. We're going to do a player chest. So a player chest is this thing right here. It's from Extra Utilities, and it involves an ender chest, a resonating redstone crystal, and some of this stone burnt stuff. And I think I have to make some stone burnt, so let's make some polished stone. 1, 2, yep, we'll do that. And then we need to turn that into the stone burnt, which you do in a resonator, right? Yeah, it goes in a resonator. So let's go ahead and get that started, because I think I've got a resonator right here. Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I? I do not. I have one in the nether. So let's go to the nether and do that. Yeah, anyway, I want to get this player chest set up because that will allow us to take the output of our toast farm, of our toaster 2.0 or whatever the thing was, and it'll allow us to make it so that our inventory bar in this slot right here always has a full thing of toast in it. Hopefully this won't do anything weird with these stone burnt. I don't think it can go anywhere. It is sucking them out, so where's it sucking them to? Uh-oh. There, it's going there. Okay. So it'll just go in here, which is fine, I guess. How many of these does it still have? 6 to go. All right. And then the other thing that we're going to... What was the other thing that we needed to have for this? We needed to have that resonating redstone crystal. Should be no problem there. We're going to need to make an ender chest, a vanilla ender chest, which is pretty simple. So there's 3 of those. We need how many more of these? How many of those did we need altogether? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, okay, that's fine. We can manage that. There's 4. Ugh, this is going to take forever. Ugh, why are you so slow? I don't want to put speed upgrades in it because it's actually working out pretty well. 5. I got to remember to come back here and get this last one because I'm not going to wait for it. This one here and one more, and then we're going to call it a day. You know what? I could probably just wait for it. Yeah, it's not going to be that bad. I'll just wait for it. Yeah, come on. Give me the last one. Yeah, it's almost done. So we'll wait for this one. We'll go back to the base. We'll build ourselves a player chest, and then we'll see if we can figure out how to configure it, because I've actually never used one of these things. I've seen other people use them before, but I've never used one myself. So let's see what we can figure out on this thing. Get back into the overworld here. Coolness. Oh, it's nighttime. How about that? So we come over here, and then I'll show you what I did at the toaster. So we come over here, and we get rid of this, and then we put these in there. We need to make an ender chest, right? So ender chest, that would be this one. We need that, but we also need an Eye of Ender, which we can do right here. We can go ahead and auto-craft that. So give me Eye of Ender, please. Thank you. We need that, and then we put that in there like so, and we make the ender, or not the ender chest. We want to make the player chest. That's what it is. So player chest, like so. Should have everything we need for that. We do. Sweet. Now, how does this thing work? Well, if I just plop this thing down, aha. So what you see here is that we have access to our entire player inventory through this ender chest. And I think if we just click that, yeah, that gives it full access. So now what we can do is we can break this, and we can go over here to our toaster, and I'll show you what I've gotten over here. I've actually made a few changes over here. So right now what I've got is we got our farming station right here. I put some solar panels up there, so it's almost always got power. I ran some conduits out to 5 different ender chests. This one here is where the cactuses are coming from. This one is where the carrots are coming from. Why am I getting blaze powder in there? Why am I getting blaze powder in there? Whoa, wait, whoa, what? Huh? Uh-oh, I'll have to check that out, because that shouldn't be. Why am I getting yellow? What did I say yellow was? Yellow should be carrots. That's not yellow. Yellow should be carrots. So why is there blaze powder and other stuff going in there as well? I'll have to check that out. Anyway, so this is potatoes, and then this one down here is seeds. The seeds are really just going to be a buffer. I set another ender chest over there at the Botania farm so that we always have seeds available, right? But then here, orange, that orange there and this orange here are linked together. This furnace this sag mill is going to pull the wheat out of this ender chest. Then it's going to take the flour and put it into the first redstone furnace. This first redstone furnace is going to turn the flour into bread, and then it's going to export it to this one here, and it'll take the bread and turn it into toast, and then we want that to put this into the player chest, right? We need power on this, so we went ahead and made one of these. Oh, I got to make a I got to make a power cell card. So let's do that real quick. And then we should be able to power that thing up pretty easy, and we should start to see pretty quick, like we should start to see toast come into our inventory. So let's get this power cell card. Power cell card right there. Sweet. Next, go. We got to link it. If we can do that right over here. I know I said I just wanted to use these power cells for the transporters, the matter transporter, matter receiver. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be fine. So come over here and put this thing in like a so-so over here, and get this thing all powered up, and we should be powered. Yes. We got to get some conduits in the back, which we can do right here. So boom, boom. Oh, this thing is configured. What is this configured for? Configuration, none. Okay. And then we need power there, and we need power there. And we want to set this up for, yeah, we'll just do it with a wrench. How about that? Just do this, and skadoosh, that's output. All of these should have plenty of power in them now. Full. Filling. Full. No, not full. Wait, whoa, why is that not? What? Oh, because that's input. Now it's output. Let's try it now. Oh yeah, full of power. And full of power. And full of power. So now we just got to set this thing up to output on this side. Push, right? There it goes. That should be turning that into toast, or into bread. And then this one here should turn it into toast. And we want to configure this to go into the player chest, which it should be doing, and it's not. Why is it not going into the player chest? What have I done here? That should be the output, right? Blue is in, orange is out. It's not going into the player chest. Do I have to have a conduit? No access. Give it full access. Aha! It's working. Sweet. All right. So now we've got toast and everything going into our inventory all the time. We'll always have food in our hotbar. Sweet. All right. Give me just a minute to recompose myself, and I think we might actually still have some time to work on that thing over there. So we'll get that all set up, and I'll come right back to you. Okay. I think we've got it all squared away now. So we have nether stars in here. Those are going over to this ender chest right here. The sulfur is going over to this one right here, and then over here in the base we've got it set up so that those are so that there are ender chests on this side as well, and you can kind of see them there through the window. Let me show you what we got. I have not done the nether yet, so I don't have access to my wither skeleton skulls yet, or my the drops of evil or anything like that. But if we come back here, you can see that we have several ender chests set up. This one here and these two on the top on this side, those are set up down to the tree farm. So we've got some birch there, we've got some sugar cane there, and then we also have oak logs right here. I need to get whatever's in the storage system put into this ender chest as well, but that's neither here nor there. And then coming off of this thing, I've got channels going this way and channels going this way, so we should, I think, we should be in good shape. As long as those two never touch each other, then we should be able to have 8 channels over here, 8 channels over here, and it should be fine through that. But I think that's going to do it for us today, folks. I think we've got everything we need. One thing I did notice is that my player chest is not necessarily working. I can't eat. It won't let me eat. I don't know what's going on with that. I can't eat the food. I can take it out of this inventory slot and put it in another one, and I can eat just fine. But I can't eat from this slot, and so that's kind of disturbing, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Thanks so much to my Patreon support staff. If you'd like to be a Patreon supporter, you can check out the video at the end of, or the announcement at the end of the video, and it'll give you instructions on how to go about doing that. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and until next time, happy Mother's Day, and we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. A very special thanks to my Patreon support staff. If you'd like to become a Patreon patron, visit my page at www.patreon.com/RB_plays to find out more details.